working on the PATH project with Miss Amy freshman year. The PATH project was the first of many build projects that I had the pleasure of participating with Miss Amy. I will never forget the things that she has taught me. Miss Amy was not only my art teacher, but as well as a boss builder, a school mother, and life counselor. Even though Miss Amy moved to Boston to continuously spread her contagious inspiration, she never ceases to show her love and support by being my mentor in this senior project. One thing that I can never thank Miss Amy enough for is helping me find my courageousness to explore. I found my passion through clothing. For being a small Asian girl, people would probably think that
give her tissues out.
sorry. People would probably think that, oh, she's good at math, which I can honestly say that I'm not. Or she just likes to draw. However, Miss Amy saw the potential that I had and took me under her wings. Literally, she's like a mama bird to me. I remember when she asked her room 13 Boston crew why we thought that there were a majority of females than males in my group. I mean, wouldn't you think that boys would be the ones more likely to build and use tools? It's because Miss Amy wanted to empower the girls, like me, to do things that they themselves never thought they would be capable of. My courageousness pulled through my internship. I took on a month at Maker Place, a facility with different workshops such as wood shop, metal shop, laser room, etc. At first, I did feel out of place knowing that everyone else in the workshops used the tools and machinery every day, and probably judging me and thinking, what is she doing here? I hope she doesn't break anything. However, I did know why I was there, and I did know what I was doing. I just have to get over the thought of others thinking that I don't belong. In the beginning years of high school, I found myself struggling being a leader. I know I found my courageousness through building, but that's something that I'm comfortable with, but other than that, I had a hard time being able to lead people. This small, shy little girl was still in me, and I hated that about myself because this setback was something that was really preventing my full potential. It was not until my junior year when I met my biology teacher, Miss Nubia. If you compare Miss Nubia and I, it is obvious that she was truly an extrovert. I believe that being one of her students has shaped me to take on more leadership roles and responsibility. I was able to step up in the culture jamming project, help lead as a captain for the varsity volleyball team to playoffs, and to be able to be a role model for the elementary kids running 6.8 class correction. Going back to Miss Nubia, I recall staying after school multiple times going to office hours to talk about attendance. Our conversations would start out small. Then she would ask me about how I'm doing in my other classes because she knew I was taking on other honors courses. It felt comfortable to just vent to her a little bit about how stressed I was because she was very easy to talk to. The conversation soon evolved to a life lesson that I would never forget. I wanted to work really hard that year because I wanted my junior year to count. However, my plate was overflowing with honors classes, normal classes, sports, church events, and so much more. I just couldn't handle it. Miss Nubia told me to slow down and just to take it easy. Even though these classes will bump up my GPA and will look good on my college application, I was not enjoying my time in high school at all. I was pushing my workload past my limits, and the pressure caused me to be hard on myself. She talked some sense into me, saying that school is not always about getting good grades, but the experience. This lesson that I learned is also shown through an artwork that we did for Chico's class just recently. I expressed this advice through a painting of a pineapple. And here's an excerpt from my artwork narrative. I want this feature to remind people to not stress too much about life situations and to take it easy. I want to remind people to not be so hard on themselves, something that I tend to do on myself, and to peel that stuff out of there. One of the most important things that I learned in high school is how to work in groups. There were endless amount of times where I had to work with others here at High Tech. What can I say? It is a part of the project-based school. Even when I'm struggling, I would be too scared to ask for help, and I had to learn that it's key to involve your members within your group when you're faced with a dilemma. Plain and simple, if you continue to fiddle with your struggles by yourself, the rest of the group will suffer. Without teamwork, how would the PATH project ever have been accomplished freshman year? How would the girls volleyball team ever have reached CIF championships? And how would my senior project have ever been completed without my partners Alyssa and Athena? Senior project has been one of the most emotional and challenging projects that I have ever experienced. However, I wouldn't want to end my senior year any other way. Working with Alyssa and Athena through this project has taught me so much about who we are and how much we have accomplished together. When I say accomplished, I do mean how much blood, sweat, and not to mention tears that were put into successfully building our beauty box. The most important, how we grew as friends. We would have thought that both the glee freak Athena and the crazy colored hair girl Alyssa in 8th grade would end up being my ride or die partners throughout high school. I just wanted to thank you both for all the fun bike rides, and Alyssa for buying me another smoothie when my other one dropped and trickled down the hill. Thank you guys for comforting me when I was scared when we were driving on that bumpy dirt road that you called a shortcut at night. Thank you for letting me still be your friends even though I'm 18 now because age doesn't matter, alright? And thank you for letting me be the H in AHA. I love you guys both. Hashtag girls with the clothes on. High school has been a crazy roller coaster with as many ups and downs, but I have to admit I wouldn't have made it this far without the help of my parents. They have been there for me since day one. They continue to support me in my decision to go into the CSU Fullerton in the fall. Even though I'll not be seeing my parents as often as I do now, I know for a fact that they will always be there for me. I have absolutely no idea how I would survive this high school adventure without them. Words cannot express how much love I have for you both. But I also want to thank my brother, even though I won't see you every single day, I know that you'll always be there for me, even though it may not seem that we always get together all the time. I know that our relationship is unique and yeah. Closing this chapter in life and opening a new one is currently one of the hardest challenges I've ever seen. But I know high school has taught me lessons that I'll surely never forget. To Miss Amy, I'll make sure that I'll measure twice, cut once. In other words, think twice before I speak. From street play, have deep conversations with people and always ask questions, especially starting it with, have you ever felt like? I hope from clear to always remain calm in every situation. And last but certainly not least from Colleen, I will make sure that I will swallow the pill and apologize. And when I'm late to class, I thank you for listening to my future good times. And I'd like to make a toast to the class of 2016. Thank you guys for always just being such a good class and just being super.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Hannah, it's interesting hearing your toast because I've always seen you as a very strong student and a very strong young female. But it was cool hearing your identity as a builder, as an artist, as an athlete, as a student, and someone who learned about themselves and learned about their limits, and that the journey is more important than the accomplishments necessarily. And it was cool because the other day I saw this quote, and I want to read it to you. It said, "Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside." And I think that's who you are.
Cool.
Thank you.
Anna, I really liked your speech. I wrote down a couple of quotes. I just have to get over the thought that others didn't think I belong, and I think that was really poignant, right? It was about other people's expectations of you and your own expectations of yourself. And I love that you like to build, and I love that you like to do art, and that you're a really positive person and you push yourself really hard. You also said that I'm not good at math, and I just disagree. I think maybe you're not good yet at the things that a lot of people think are math, but you were like very creative, and your honors project was really cool and very mathematical. And you got to remember that like math is a bunch of different things, and you can be good at that too. Even if it's what other people expect you to be good at, you can still be good at it anyway. I think that you're awesome, and thanks for a good year.
A quote that I wrote down was, I think what came right before what Kirby said was your quote of, "I did know why I was there, and I knew what I was doing." And I think I wrote that down because I feel like that just also shows like the inner strength that you have, and just the strength that you show outside and on the inside. And I just wanted to also talk about your senior exhibition project. I just felt like that was like such a great example of like what a senior project can be, just like all around thinking of all the aspects of like, who does this need to go to, and what message do we want to put out there, and like how can I build something, how can I put my passion into something. And I think more importantly too, like what I've loved is watching you and Hannah, you are Hannah, you Hannah, Athena and Alyssa work together. I think what was really neat is seeing like, and how you recognize the importance of groups and working together, and that what I loved about your project and what I loved about this year is like it shows the strength that you all have as individuals, but also your understanding of like how you can also be so much stronger with a group. And I think just knowing that you can work on your own successfully and with a group successfully is just so powerful and so amazing.
Family.
Oh.
Well, Hannah, you just seem to amaze me more and more each year. I mean, starting out as a freshman, I know you were saying you were so scared to go to high school, but you know, you pulled it through, and you know, just seeing you grow year after year as a mature woman, and all the successes that you've done each year, I know you can do it. And I know your junior year, I saw you in your junior years, you know, with all the stress, but after praying and everything with you, we know that God is always with you. And I know that He guided you, and that you trusted Him. And just me knowing that, I know you're being taken care of. So thank you, Hannah, for being a success in this school, and you just shine, and you can see it. You can see your glow, and we know that you're gonna do great moving forward.
On that note, high school, it was pretty tough. It brought the best out. High tech brought the best out of you, but you know the race is not over yet. You're just getting started with your career, so just be persistent in what you do, because I know you really are. Always persistent in a quiet way, but you are persistent. Continue to do so. Continue to network like you've always done, and good things will come to you. Okay?
good job with all the like hard work that you've done. I graduated this year.